Hi friends, good evening. I'm Srinu. I'm fine. Hope you're doing good. Today I wanted to talk about one important topic is transparency and accountability. These two words imply to recently witnessed, we all witnessed huge protests at Jantar Mantar. We all know the history. I don't want to again repeat the history. Because of the pressure, the central government has to bow down to the pressure, and ultimately they have resigned, they've asked the education minister to resign from his post. So I feel in the whole system, what is lacking in central government or state government is implementation of transparency and accountability in the system. Maybe this is one of the reasons why this kind of irregularities will happen in the system. Some people are there who utilize the loopholes in the system and take the advantage of this. So government, today it is central government, tomorrow it may be state governments, because in across the country, state, whether it is state government or central government, they implement so many schemes. They give notifications for jobs. They also conduct national exams for the government posts. So lot of things happen from the government side. So one thing government has to be strict to be implemented is transparency and accountability. So what is lacking right now is these two. Nobody wants to take the responsibility of the failure, and everybody will come forward to take, when there is a success, the credit of success everybody wants, but nobody wants to take the failure as a responsibility. So government has to be very strict in fixing the problem. So when they identify the problem, that particular problem has to be fixed immediately. The person who is responsible to create that problem has to be punished. Legally, he has to be punished by the government. I think two, three things I observed recently is government has to break the nexus between the government agencies and private people in this kind of things like exams or contracts, giving contracts or giving notifications for the employment. There is some sort of nexus between some people in the government and private agencies, and these people, they may not, government ministers or chief minister may not be knowing about these things, but they have to ultimately know, and they have to fix the problem. Ultimately the bell has to be put in the cat's neck. So what happens is, then if there is a strong deterrent punishments to these employees or the people who indulge in this kind of things, nobody dares to do this, my dear friends. And I want one more thing is, I want government to select the officers who are having very good track record. That is very important. Who are sincere in their job, who will not commit these kind of irregularities. These kind of people has to be appointed in very important departments of the government. So these kind of things will not raise. A strict officer will always a person who tries to implement as per the constitution, as per the book which is there. So if tomorrow this is a lesson for state government and central governments, central government already has learned a lesson, but state government also have this problem. So my request to all these governments, ministers and chief ministers is, be careful and please implement transparency and accountability in the government sectors. Every person has to be responsible. Every minister has to be responsible. Every secretary has to be responsible. Every employee in the department has to be responsible. This is what I wanted to say. So transparency and accountability, if it is there in any government, that government will have no problem. They will not have to face this kind of big protests. So I request all the people to implement this in your future programs. Thank you very much. Thank you.